black woman is suing 4 white police officers in a St. Louis suburb for allegedly assaulting her and her adult son. Marvia and Derek Gray were accused of stealing a television in March from a Sam's Club. They say they bought the TV earlier in the day and they had receipts. She says they suffered physical and emotional injuries from their violent arrest. In an exclusive interview with Adriana Diaz, they said they were terrified of being killed.
Only thing I could do is just watch him die. That's all, just die.
Marvia and Derek Gray say they're still traumatized after this incident with police when they were accused of stealing a TV.
They just started manhandling us like we was animals.
Late last night, the city of Des Peres provided CBS News with surveillance video that shows what happened before the incident in March. The Grays appear to be in an animated discussion with Sam's Club staff before an officer enters and reaches for Derek, who pulls away. His 68-year-old mother tries to shield him, but then another officer enters the store and a struggle ensues, with Marvia against the wall and Derek slammed to the ground. According to the Grays lawsuit, earlier that day, Derek bought the TV for his mother at the store, but when it didn't fit into his car, he returned for it later. That's when a police officer allegedly accused him of stealing the TV. But Derek was allowed to leave after a store associate confirmed the purchase. The suit claims the officer later called in and attempted theft. The Grays' lawyer provided this receipt to CBS News. The Grays say they decided to return the purchase because of the theft accusation. That's when they say things escalated.
And when I looked around and all this blood, just blood coming down on this child's eyes, on this child's face.
Derek says his head was split open and 3 of his teeth were shattered.
I could not get over turning around. And my son said, "Mom, they are hurting me, Mom. They are hurting me."
The incident ended with Gray, a security officer, being wheeled out of the store with his head bandaged. He says he is still in disbelief.
Do you think this was racially motivated?
Yes. No doubt. Yes, that it was. Yes, ma'am. I know because I'm a security officer. Yes. I know when I'm being racially profiled.
Attorney Andrew M. Stroth represents the Gray family.
Could it be that there was reason to believe that your clients were involved in something?
Well, there's nothing that the Grays did to provoke that type of an attack. My thing is, if they were a white older woman and her white son, would that same event have happened?
I know about respecting the law, but does the law respect us? That's the question.
That does seem to be a very good question. That was Adriana Diaz reporting. Des Peres police say they cannot comment because of pending litigation. A statement released days after the March incident says officers were responding to a reported larceny, and upon arrival, our officers were notified that it was the previous suspects from the earlier incident and that the items were in fact stolen. Marvia Gray currently faces charges herself, including resisting arrest, which she calls ridiculous. Tony, that video was very difficult to watch, and I watched Mr. Gray and his mother sitting, and the way Mr. Gray held his head down while his mother was talking, I think it seems humiliating. It was very frightening, and I hope that this is not the end of this story for these two. This is very, very troubling video, especially when you hear that they had a receipt. Yeah. I don't understand it.
Yeah, there were a lot of off-ramps to this conflict. It's always a wonder to me why people don't take those off-ramps. It did not have to go down the way it went down in that video.
Exactly.
But, all right, we're going to leave it there.